Good morning, good afternoon. As always, welcome to Ivy Knows Best. Today we are here with a very special guest. Now, listen, she's been here once before we got all fancy and added video footage and all that stuff. But she's here now with us, spending a wonderful time all the way out in Atlanta. Miss NicoHarvin, what's going on?
Hey, how are you?
You know what? I'm doing all right. How about yourself? How's everything been since the last time we talked?
Just life, still pandemic life. I feel like when we talked the last time, the pandemic was like just kicking off.
Hmm. Hmm.
And I feel like dating since then has gotten worse, way worse.
Oh, well, you know what? Hold on. I'm glad you said it before. See, because what you did was you jumped the gun before we can introduce the topic today. Now you're doing all right. You already know what's up. No, you're good. You're doing good. So, we had a show recently. It dropped not too long ago, and what we're talking about was dating in your 30s. Okay, just a little backdrop of me and Nicole. Me and Nicole have been friends since 2007. 2007 when I first met Nicole back in high school, and it was my senior year in high school. I think it was her senior year as well, and that's how we met. Long story short. So moving forward, Nicole is a product of dating in your 30s. So what we were saying on the show was, hey, look, from a male perspective, dating in your 30s is a little risky right now, right? You're taking on a whole lot of different risks. You're adding different factors in. We factored in children. We factored in things like that. But that's just men. We go through shit, but on the other hand, we're not just dating ourselves. We're dating women, right? So who better to ask about a woman's perspective than a woman herself? Am I right? So Nicole, I'm not saying that you're representing the sisters today, but you are
Definitely,
representing your opinion, and you're gonna put on for them as you always do.
I
So
will.
what is dating like in your 30s for a young lady, for not a young lady, for a woman? What is it like for a woman? Because after 25, you're not a young lady, you're a woman. So what's it
Yeah.
like?
I feel like after you hit 30, you're like a real adult. Like
Mm,
you're a
okay.
real woman after
Right. You,
30.
like
Not saying
yeah.
like the 20. I'm not saying they're not women. All right. Dating in your 30s, it is it's fun. It's a learning process. I feel more like I'm learning more about myself
Mhm.
and I'm doing better at being a better person now than I was before. Because when I was younger dating, it wasn't about your insides, like your mental and your soul. And like it was about, ooh, that nigga look good. Ooh, look at his pockets. Like it wasn't like now I'm checking for where are you standing like financially? Where do you stand head wise? Where do you stand like 10, 20 years down the road? I don't care what you look like. Like clearly. I mean I do, but I don't.
Now wait, hold on before
I
hold on before you don't finish that statement, because if
yes.
you like ugly niggas, they gonna be on you.
I mean, okay, and one thing, when I was younger, I dated like very pretty, like pretty boys.
Mhm.
And someone told me, date ugly dudes. They will love the shit out of you. I dated an ugly dude, and when I say I got treated like shit, I was like, oh nah, we not doing that because that is not true. It don't matter if they're cute, if they're it doesn't matter. A man is a man is a
Yeah,
it don't
you gotta pick that struggle. You can't be
it,
ugly and mean. I say that all the
it
time. Right.
but again, I think for me, dating in my 30s, I'm probably more so focused on me. I'm most, I just want to be the full package for the person I marry.
Mhm.
I honestly don't even want to get married at this point anymore. I live in Atlanta, and just to break it down for everyone who does not live in Atlanta, you do not find a soulmate or your husband or wife in Atlanta. Atlanta is single city. It has always been single city. It probably will forever be single city.
Mhm.
Um, the men to women ratio here is like one man to eight women. And then add on the gay dudes, the bisexual dudes. So that takes it down to like half of a man to eight women. Like,
which means that I need to move to Atlanta.
yeah,
Is that what
basically.
you're telling me? All right. So
FYI, men, if you're really like looking for a wider audience or a wider range, move to Atlanta. Swear, there
uh,
are so many women here. But also, I guess it's not just Atlanta because social media. You have easy access to everybody, anything. Like back in the day, we didn't have social media, so if you have to fix problems, it's one of those. All right, let's sit down, have a conversation, fix it, keep it moving. Now it's like, oh, we got problems. All right, I'm not trying to fix anything. I have this and this and this person in my DM, so cool. So I guess in other cities it's the same way, but in real life, that's how it is in Atlanta. I do not date. Um, I mean, I do date. I'm dating around. I think I'm more so just starting friendships with people just to get to know them. Um, Before I'd like talk to a person like 4 or 5 months and be like, all right, like, what do you want to do about a relationship? Now at like month 4, month 5, I'm like, so yeah, I don't want to do this, but like we can still be friends. Like,
let's unpack it. Let's not go too far past it because you said something like so. You said what makes you well. What you said was you're dating around, so you're not currently looking for anything serious, which is fine, and also you're dating for more so what your personal needs are versus what they look like, which is a big transition from the 20s to the 30s, right?
yes,
So when you are now looking for these individuals, what are you looking for? Because I'll tell you what we were talking about the other day. We were saying, okay, look, there's different types of boxes. Okay, now
yes,
obviously we when we speak about box, we're talking about the female anatomy. Okay, all right, that's what we're doing, right? When you reach your 30s, if you're not careful with that box, you'll go from an Amazon package box, the box that everybody wants, to a UPS box, the one that just hang out in the back in the back and get
that's just
tossed around,
thrown around.
and
Mhm.
everybody just touches it and all the other stuff, right? So, do you think that that plays a part in where you are right now, not your personal life, but just in what your experiences are?
Um, it definitely plays a part. Um, I think it's more so like you said, everyone wants the Amazon package, but if you like make the wrong decision, you get the UPS package. This day and age, it is so easy to slip up and make the wrong decision, and then a month or two later down the road, you got a UPS package thinking you still got an Amazon package. So it's like, I think I'm more so fine tuning and like paying attention to details and like actually listening. And like, I've always been the type to hear people and like taking what they're telling me,
Mm.
but it's just like in one ear, out the other. Now I'm like listening, fine tuning. I need every single detail so I can pick and choose and make a better decision because, like you said, I don't want the UPS box down the line.
Right.
I think it is the same for men. I mean, for women in an aspect of you want the Amazon box, but some people present themselves as the Amazon box, but it's really a UPS box under all of it.
Right.
And it's like you can't really decipher if it really is an Amazon box. Like honestly, I just got out of a relationship. Like in the pandemic, I was in a 9-month relationship with an Amazon box that was wrapped. No, with a UPS box that was wrapped in an Amazon box.
You know
So like
what?
I just wasted 9 months of my life for what? Like we're in a pandemic. What was I doing?
And
Like
let me tell y'all right quick, fans, just in case y'all don't know. Let me tell you what happened. I'm pretty sure Nicole doesn't mind me sharing. You cool with me sharing this?
I don't care.
All right, so me and Nicole was talking online. She posts some shit. I'll find it funny. I'll jump on boop, boop, DM, say some old wild shit. And Nicole was just like, listen, one day she was like, you got me in trouble. I said, what? How'd I get you in trouble? She was like, because you're DMing me and this guy thinks that, we got something going on when we don't, right? And just to be clear, me and Nicole never had anything going on, ever, right? Always just been friends. And I was like, "Oh, really?" She goes, "Yeah." He said, "So." we're having Instagram bays now, and I knew then, right then and there, I knew I knew you didn't have a UPS, but I knew at that point I was like, mm-mm, no, 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 no.
That was
This ain't gonna be it because one, if he read any of the messages, he would have known that we had been joking for like forever.
exactly.
Like, but he
I
just
just kept
like
like reading, I'm like, what is offensive? Like, okay.
like I'm not look, to be clear, people, look, this is what happens when you find a beautiful woman. A lot of men, no offense to anybody out here who might not be getting this type of attention. Like we said, it's about Kim. Everybody, wants the Kanye attention until they get the Kanye attention, right? Everybody wants a bad bitch until they got, pardon my language about bitches, but bad bitch until they got to keep one. Every woman want a rich nigga until they got to do what they got to do to keep a rich nigga. Every female want a nigga with a dick down to the floor till she can't fuck him every day. Every dude want a female to be a hoe. They want a nasty, freaky female without a past. None of that shit exists. Okay, you cannot get a freak female without a hoe past. You cannot get a nigga with money who don't got options. That's just not gonna happen. These things don't go hand in hand. One plus one don't equal two in this way. So Nicole and me never had anything on, but this guy that she was with was not hearing that shit. Me and Nicole I legit had to say, hey, is it cool for me to send this? And she'd be like, no, everything's been cool. Don't. And I just don't send nothing. So I left Nicole alone for a while, but I like her shit, here and there, and whatever. We continue to be friends. But it's just crazy when you think about it, right? That kind of person who would have been wrapped in to, like we were saying, that Amazon box package that everyone's happy to see, everybody wants. Because I've never seen anybody who's ordered their Amazon package be like, I'm not excited to see that shit. When that motherfucker blue truck drive in the neighborhood,
Okay.
people
You
open
said
that
I'm
door
going
and
to
look and see
Stop
if
and
it's
Shop
there.
door.
They be like, "Oh, that's me right there." Everyone's excited for that. Now, granted, look, there's two meanings for box. Okay, just to be honest, be open and precise. So what we're normally using it for, someone likes you a lot. What we tend to use it for here on the show is just to describe a person. So just everybody calm down, okay? So what we said was we were like, hey, look, the older you get, the more shit you got to kind of put up with, right? What is something that y'all got to, as ladies, got to start putting up with men when they get past 20 to 30? What is something that you've like noticed? Hey, look, I'm putting up with this type of shit right now.
I'm not even gonna lie. I think it's the same with men and women.
Mm.
Most men don't want to deal with the bullshit. Most women don't want to deal with the bullshit. So like we're actively looking for people without all the bullshit. Um,
And what are some of the bullshit that men come with, specifically men?
the lying, the cheating, the I need validation from every goddamn woman on this planet. Like we don't. It's cool. Like no. So,
I have a question though, right? Like, and you attention is a motherfucker.
yes, yes, it is.
You can take the most popping man on Instagram, right?
Yep.
And he would never be as famous as an Instagram model who has the same amount of clout, same amount of followers, and probably makes more money off the platform than he does, right? But when a man receives that type of attention, that shit is hard to shake. And I understand why women love that shit. You got random motherfucking people being like, "Man, I want you to pee on me." What the
Yes.
fuck? Women
Bullshit.
send like
Yes.
women sending you titty pictures and all this other it's stuff that you probably don't get on a normal day basis, but every time you get on that platform, there it is.
Mhm.
So that validation shit can really be crazy. I agree with you. I can kind of be something that y'all don't want to fuck with.
And it's kind of like and like you said, I'm not gonna lie, like sometimes the attention's nice. I'm not the person that's like, I need attention all the time. I don't like being seen. You know this. I don't like, I go out and I will be home by like 9, 10 o'clock in my bed. I don't like, no, no,
It's hard to
just,
get Nicole on the phone. It's hard to get Nicole on the phone.
I'm not, no. My mom always said I'm like my Oma, my German grandma.
Mhm.
She don't answer the phone. She don't answer the door. She stays with her animals. Maybe once every 5, 6 months they'll call and get in contact. But other than that, she's good and she's fine. She just don't bother her.
She's alive. She's alive.
But no, the men in the validation, it's more so I wouldn't say it's an insecurity of, like, they need the attention. I think, like you said, they like it. They're not used to getting more attention that they've never had before. And this is I'm speaking about regular people, not even like people with a lot of followers or whatever. I'm just saying in general. Some men like crave that need to be desired. Um, and some women look at that and they're just like, all right, nice, cool, okay. Um, but then there's some women that like flock to it. They want that. They like the flashy shit.
Mm.
Um, I don't like flashy stuff. Like I'm in workout clothes. I just came out from the gym, clearly.
They didn't know
I
that, Nicole.
don't
They
I can't
didn't know that. They
I
didn't
know,
know that.
right? They didn't know that. But
They
I
love
look
you.
a little busted because I just came out from the gym.
They love you. They love you, Nicole. They love you. It's okay.
Um, but yeah, I wanted to share this because I know I'm gonna forget and I'm not gonna say this. I'm on this, I garden and I have chickens. I'm a little weird. I live a double life. I'm on this group on Facebook and it's called Strong Roots. And it's kind of like dating, but like with farmers, but not like homesteaders or like plant people, like plant daddies and plant mama. It's really fun. So
Yeah.
we always have these crazy ass discussions and crazy topics. And one girl, I had made a comment to someone else, and her question was like, why can't you find someone in this day and age that is like on your level? Are you picky or are you just like over everybody and you're tired of trying? And my response was, I don't know where to find the right person. And I was like, don't advise me to go to the grocery store. Don't advise me to like get on dating apps. I'm definitely not doing that. And this girl responded to me and was like, hey, hun, you should hit up Kevin Samuels and see what he has to say. First of all, I am not calling this beautiful black woman a bitch, but bitch, why would I call Kevin Samuels? Like, he wants to be a woman. He is not a woman. He bashes every fucking woman. I'm sorry, whoever sees this, I'm sorry. But like, as a black woman, why would you tell another black woman to call Kevin Samuels and say, hey, maybe he has an answer? I don't give a fuck what that man has to say. I really don't. Sorry, but I
Talk your
really
shit.
don't.
Talk your shit, Nicole. Go ahead. Even though, listen.
It just blew my mind that like that that was your response to my response to someone else's question. Like it blew my mind. Anyways, going back to what we were talking about before. Um, damn, I just lost my train of thought. I was about to say something.
We love. Look, like, by the way, we love Kevin Samuelson on the show. It is what it is.
I'm sure
But
you do. Oh, I'm very sure you do because and I'm not gonna lie. Yes, he keeps it honest. Yes, he has good advice, but it's the way he delivers it and how he comes across. Like
it's very much so hard truths versus the
I wouldn't
soft.
say even hard truths because like don't sugarcoat shit. I don't want you
Right.
to sugarcoat anything, but it's just like, sir, you are a black man. This how you talking down to black females. And like I said, it's not the hard truths part, it's the delivery of it. It's the how you are sassy and want to tell someone, oh, well, you're broken, you're ugly, and you're 400 pounds. Like, that's,
Well, hey, I'm gonna keep it 100 though. Listen, he's like that with niggas too. People be forgetting.
I'm
He
sure he
told this
is.
one dude, he said, "Man, look at you. You a fat little Oompa Loompa motherfucker. He's talking crazy." Okay, look, the Godfather gives it up, man. It just is what it is. But
Did you,
I
did you,
see where your point is.
did you just call him a godfather?
He's known as the Godfather. He's not my Godfather. I'm just saying he's considered the Godfather. That's what they
Because you're
call
my
him.
friend, we're going to continue this conversation. But
And she
if,
was
if
like,
weren't, I would have just, Godfather, what?
uh,
Okay,
I don't
back to
I
the
don't
dating topic.
I don't share his whole ideology. Don't get it wrong. Like for example, I don't believe that women can't go after dates after 5 o'clock. No, nigga, what if she gets
See,
off like what if she
but no. I do agree with that though, because you know what the hell is going not 5 o'clock, but you know what the hell is going on if you go to a nigga house after a certain time. You know what's
well, no,
happening.
that part, yes, but let's can we be honest though? Even then, like it's 2022, right? It's 2022.
Yeah,
If I fight hypothetically, we're friends. If me and you were to go to dinner, hey, Nicole, we're going to Ruth Chris tonight. You're like, cool, we go to Ruth Chris, we kick it. It's 6 o'clock. We're friends. Me
but
and
see,
you.
kind of different.
The first time there's some. What if in my mind you don't even know this? You just hey, I'm going to dinner with this nigga, this my homie or whatever.
You're a guy that's a given. You're a
Right?
guy.
Like,
It's okay.
hey, Nicole, I need you to pick from this side of the menu. You probably be looking at me like, nigga, then what you invite me out here for? Like, you know what I'm saying? Now, I mean, I understand. Yes, don't go on dates just to be taking dates and don't show up at a certain time. But after 5 o'clock, you have a right to say, I'm not having sex. We're just going to eat and we're going to go our separate ways. You have a right to that. It's kind of,
You definitely have a right. You always have a right.
yeah.
It's just the idea in every man's mind of after a certain point, if this woman is in my household, the draws is coming off. But that's not always the case.
Before we go any further, shout out to the big girls. I love y'all so much. Listen, the BBW community has kept me
And
afloat.
also, I want to say yes to the BBWs because they have taught me a lot about confidence. Sometimes I see these girls out here and they have more confidence than me, and I'm like, what the hell is wrong with me?
See, but you
Like,
know why though? Because when you too something to do something, that's the crowd I call me. Too something to do something. You don't care. Listen. She throw that box on your whole life be different, boy. She throw it. Listen. If you got yourself a BBW, you love her because if she throw that thing back, she'll change your motherfucking molecular structure every one stroke at a time. God bless y'all. Love y'all so much. But no, you're right. I think that I think that the confidence level that exists within that community is amazing. But really though, real shit, I think that there are people that exist in our society that don't understand how hard it is after a certain point to put up with someone else's shit, right?
oh yeah,
So like you're a farmer, you farm, you got chickens. If y'all have never seen her standing outside holding a goddamn pumpkin, right? It just she's in a sports bra and some big ass boots and she's farming. She's doing farmer shit, right? That's her thing. She listens to trap music on the way to work, but at the same time, she goes home to take care of her chickens and shit like that. When you have someone who doesn't understand that lifestyle, they might she's fucking crazy, right? So when that lady responded to you like that, she probably was being a little more tongue in cheek or facetious, saying, "If you don't like it here, why don't you go ask Kevin so Kevin can tell you about yourself?" No, no, lady, we don't look. Check your DMs. I bet you can slide at least 3 or 4 people in and find at least one person who's trying to shoot their shot, whether they're in Atlanta, whether they're in Miami, whether they're in New York. This is the average woman's lifestyle. The average woman, the average, and I believe you're above average. So an average woman has that. Now imagine what the next level has, and the next level has, and the next level has. Like I would hate
the
to be,
access
yeah,
on
like
different levels is crazy.
straight up. Like, and I
And I'm
said
not
this.
even like I haven't even gone to no top levels or I haven't gone nowhere, but I'm just saying like the older I get, the access or what would I call it? Privilege. It's yeah, it's different.
Because it's so much, and I think it's really like, and this is from a male perspective. So if you next time you go on a date with somebody, think like this. Just add this thought pattern, right? All right, cool. I was dealing with a chick last week. I paid for dinner. We got in the Uber. We got back to my place. Everything went down. Right? Cool. If you set the bar and say, "Hey, here's the way you set a bar, ladies. Just pay attention here. Little piece of game. Let's go out for coffee on Saturday. Let's go out for coffee. Only daytime activities." If he says, let's say you just met him, right? If he says, "Nah, I don't want to do that. I want to go to dinner. I'm not interested in dinner. I don't eat dinner, whatever the fuck it is." Tell him whatever you want to tell him. But definitely get him to take you out for a sweet, sweet brunch, maybe. Something that's
Yep.
daytime accessible. So what happens is if you gonna give out the box in the daytime, your choice. It's your box. Do what you want with it. Okay. But if if you want to see if this is the right guy, this is only for those who are dating in your 30s, right? If you tired of getting hit and quit, if you tired of niggas just knocking you down, cracking open your box, seeing seeing what's inside, and just gonna send it back to sender. morning dates, morning dates, do stuff in public, and then go home. Go home without
Go
sex.
home,
Now,
go
ladies,
home.
do not believe that you don't have to have sex. Don't believe that you don't, but also don't believe that you do neither. Don't let's not be ignorant. We're grown. When you're 30, look, Nicole, if me and you go to dinner, nothing's happening. End of story. Friend, boom, put a stamp on it, right? But there's a female out there right now. If I was to go to dinner with her, she'd be like, "Oh, he gonna let me fuck. Niggas is easy."
A lot of women have that mindset too, and I think it's very funny how times have changed because
Hmm.
before it was that on us, like, "Oh, this bitch is easy." Like, no, y'all are easy. Y'all fuck everything and anything. I wouldn't
But
say all of y'all. I'm
no,
just saying.
no, 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 no. You're right. Because I'm gonna be honest with you. Look, Nicole, let me help you out right quick. I'm gonna say this to you, and I ask women this question all the time. Do you know why niggas is easy?
Because it's so accessible.
Have you ever had pussy before?
No, I haven't. I'm
Do you know
sorry.
how good that motherfucker is? No, you
I want
don't.
to
Exactly.
have one.
Hey,
I know
hey,
what mine is, but I have not had anyone else's. I
right. So I've always said this. I don't ever want to experience sex on a level that a woman experiences it on. Ever. I don't want listen, I do not want that I'm and it's not every woman, but there's some women out there, as soon as you crack it open, y'all belong together. This is happening, right? So I'm gonna say this. I don't ever want to experience sex on that level because whatever y'all experience at that time that makes y'all feel like that, don't want it. Don't even put that motherfucker on the shelf. Leave that. Leave that for motherfuckers who want that shit. I don't want it. But what I do want, I'm telling you what I do want from time to time. Want some of that box. Time to time. It's look the first time you get the first time you get yourself some box. Look, not it from a male's perspective, ladies. Never ask a man why he does the thing he does because that box is different from a male perspective. It's to be appreciated. So much so, right? I have never heard a rich man say, "I don't want more box."
but here's my question, and I'm gonna start a whole different topic after I say this.
Eh,
Why do y'all feel like, and it's not all of y'all, but like a lot of men feel like you have to have a lot of different boxes all at the same time? That's dirty as fuck.
I'll answer it for you.
I don't condom or not. That's dirty as fuck.
You want the answer? I'll
Yeah.
give you an answer, and then you just continue on after this. This is me answering
No
your
self
question,
control.
huh?
No self control.
No, not only that, it's just we don't control. All right, now, and this is gonna piss people off, right? But it's true. Look, ladies, men do not control sex at all. If somebody is having sex with you without you giving it to them, right? No one has sex with you without your permission. Am I correct?
I I mean, yes, but
And if he is,
in a forced situation, that's different. But
yeah,
yes,
yeah, yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
So ultimately, in a consensual sex way,
Yes, there you go. Thank you.
consent is only asked for towards the woman, right? So if we're going to use you and I as individuals, if I wanted to have sex with Nicole, I have to ask Nicole, "Hey, would you like to do this?" Right? Nicole has to then reciprocate idea, "Yes, I want to do this," or "No, I don't." Right? It's my job then to respect what Nicole says. Right? So now imagine this. Imagine if I'm getting consent from a bunch of people who have the ability to say, "Nah, I'm good," who are turned down people over and over and over and over and over. A woman does not understand rejection to the level that a man does, right? So if I'm being, let's say I've been rejected 10 times this year, right? But then I go on a winning streak and I hit three in a row. Not only does it make my pride feel better, but it lets me know there's hope in this world. There's hope for motherfuckers like me. Cause that losing streak, there's some niggas out there right now on a 15 to 30 losing streak. They don't know who likes them, they don't know who doesn't like them. So you gotta fuck with who you can fuck with. You can fuck with whoever you want, Nicole, whenever you want. You could wake up tomorrow. You could. You don't want to because you have control of that, right? So just like as a man, I don't want to be in a relationship with anybody. I don't want to be married to everybody because the one thing you control as a man is who you are married to. You control that, right? As a woman, can you control it to a degree? But most women don't control. Nah, let's be honest. Majority of women don't control.
I would say the majority of them, but some of them get down on that knee. Y'all don't
Mm,
do that.
Yeah, man.
As
Listen, if you get down on your knee in front of me and your family's present, they all gonna be shot. Cause I'm black.
don't look
In front of your family, huh? Hey, hold on. In front of your family. Okay, but no. Don't ever propose to me. Don't. But the reality is that's what happens, right? So imagine if a nigga was in a relationship with 15 different women, right? You'd be like, that nigga greedy as a motherfucker. Just like what the fuck you need 15 women for? Nobody cares about who you have sex with because you don't control that. You control who you're in a relationship with, though, as a man. As a woman, that's the same reason, which is an unfair double standard that exists.
yeah,
You are in control of however many men you sleep with, right? You're not in control of how many relationships you have. So if you got 6 boyfriends, them niggas know about each other.
that to
You
each his own.
you a P bitch. Ain't nobody what they gonna say to you?
But this is my thing. I also don't feel like humans are monogamous people, and I also don't feel like we need to be locked down with one person. And I'm not saying this is wrong. I'm not
Are you
saying
poly?
do what you do. Everybody, huh?
You poly? Are
Am
you
I? No,
poly?
I wish I was. So here's my thing. I was presented a situation maybe like 2 years ago, and it was like, we can be in a relationship because I like you, but I really like this girl. Do you want to be in a relationship, all three of us? I said, one, I'm not having threesomes because I don't like girls. I'm sorry, like, what? I can't. I'm not even going to speak on it. I can't.
Teach his
But
own. Teach his
my
own.
counter offer was, you have a girlfriend, I can have a boyfriend. This person almost lost their fucking mind and felt so disrespected. And I was like, you're allowed to have another person, but I'm not. So when y'all are out doing things, or y'all are together, or y'all are whatever the fuck, and I'm not, I'm just supposed to sit here and wait.
Mm,
I'm
mm,
not waiting on no nigga. I'm sorry. And I'm not sharing no nigga either. Like, if I got to share you with somebody else, you sharing me too.
fact,
And that's just
fact.
common sense. But I don't feel like humans are monogamous people. I don't feel like marriage should be a thing. I feel like relationships should be a thing. I feel like marriage is mostly just government controlled bullshit to keep people on like the chosen path for everyone. Kind of
Talk
like
that
back in
shit.
the day, it was, what
Talk that shit.
happened?
Talk that shit, Nicole. Keep going. Talk that shit. I like that. I like where you going.
Kind of like how it was, you get married, you have kids, you buy a house, whatever the fuck that order was. We don't follow that anymore. And I think now, and honestly, our generation is the least, I think they said from 28 to 40, we are, I think it's like 38% less likely to get married than our younger generation and our older generation. The younger generation is getting married at a higher rate than our generation is. And I think that's crazy. I think it's more of like they see, the younger generation sees our generation and how fucked up we are. And then they see the generation before us and they're like, oh, love, romance. Oh my God, let's do that again. Our generation is stuck between like, we grew up with everything.
Yeah,
We had,
that's the thing about exposure, right? Like the internet generation, like us.
yeah,
Like when you're exposed to
yeah,
everything first, like you're like, holy shit,
yeah.
MySpace and
Mhm,
Facebook. This. You
mhm.
we're the last generation that had to go outside and play and then come
Yeah,
inside to
yes, exactly. The lights outside, that you inside. Okay.
facts.
I definitely think it's a generational thing.
Mhm.
But again, humans in general, I don't feel like we're supposed to be locked down to one person. And as I've gotten older, I've kind of realized people like who they like. There's billions of people on this planet. Like, you're gonna like more than one fucking person. It's just your willpower and like your self control to like do the right thing. Um, if you're married, there is no, the only right thing to do is just like shut the fuck up, sit down, and like go talk to your wife or your husband. Like, if you're in a relationship, the right thing to do is, hey, like, we could do something because I'm in a relationship and I don't have to. Like we're not tied down legally, or the government doesn't have shit to do with our relationship. So it's more open and more like
Yeah,
accepting.
I said this the other day. There's no such thing as cheating until you get married. This is what I believed at
Yeah.
one point,
Mhm. I believe that too.
right?
Well, in a sense.
Just be honest with me, like, if you better but look,
Thank
babe.
you. Be honest. If you're being honest, like that's it. But like
Yeah,
cheating wise,
like, is it cheating? Yes. Can you yes, you can categorize it as cheating. I said, yeah, it's
yeah,
cheating, right? But
yes.
can we be
Well,
honest, right quick, for like half a
yes.
second? What do I lose by cheating on you? Nothing. Nothing. I lose a person. You can replace that person. Think about that. It's fucked up, but think about this. If
So
you
if you
cheat,
don't care for that person, then that mentality is perfectly fine. But if you do care for that person and you do that to that person, this is my thing. Actions have consequences, and most niggas want the actions without the consequences. And when women have the consequences to those actions, they go ape shit crazy and boohoo cry. And it blows my mind because you know actions have consequences. You just were hoping that the female in your life would have just laid over and said, okay, that's fine, just don't do it again. No, I'm about to go fuck people too because why am I here? Like, no.
oh,
Just like how you didn't care about me, I I'm sorry, but my feelings are now diminishing and I gotta go. My mother always said, and this is why I leave relationships so often. When a man does you wrong over and over and over, and you keep accepting him back over and over and over, by the time he loves you, you don't want to fucking look at this man. And that's dead ass honest because by the time he loves you, it could be 2, 3 years down the line. And this man done cheated on you, had other babies, done put his hands on you, done did everything under the sun. And you still looking at him like, oh, it's fine. No, like you don't want to look at that man. And if
now,
you do, there's something wrong with you. Like, where is
now,
your
I,
love?
now I'll shoot straight with you. Right? I'll shoot 100% straight with you. If anybody's like, all right, it's kind of like this is just me, right? Just kind of like clarify what I said. In a relationship, right? If I cheat and you leave, the only thing I lost was you as a person.
Oh,
That
see, I missed the part of you leaving. I'm
right,
sorry.
right. So like so we break. So I cheat on you, you're hurt, or we break up. I go on. I can find someone to replace that feeling that you were giving me.
Yes.
See what I'm saying? If you break ties with a wife or a husband, right? You gonna feel that. You gonna feel that legally. You gonna feel that repercussion. That repercussion gonna be heavy. This is why a lot of men
Physically,
really kind of
mentally,
stay away
all
from.
of
Like we stay away from that marriage thing after a
it.
while. If you very, I've been married. I was married before. I was married for over a decade, right? And I'm gonna tell you right now, I felt that motherfucker. When the court when that motherfucker banged the gavel on me and said, "Hey, listen, you paying child support, you paying spousal support, you doing this, you doing this, you doing this," bro. You start feeling like, what the fuck did I get myself into? Because legally,
Mhm.
they'll take marriage is that one contract that you can break without nothing, without any repercussion, right? If you and just a little sidebar, if you have a Visa, a Mastercard, American Express, right? If you decide to not pay them, what happens? If you decide to break your agreement of payment with them, what happens?
You gotta pay.
You got a problem. They hitting your credit. They talking to everybody about you. You ain't getting no house. You ain't doing nothing. If you choose to break your contract of marriage, what happens? Nothing. Nothing
Feelings
at
are
all.
children are kind of mentally fucked up a
Right,
little bit.
but guess what?
Not not too much.
The government cares so little about children. It's
Yeah.
a whole other situation. Child support exists for any and everybody, right? For two reasons, right? I'm a father who's present. There's a thousand or millions of fathers just like me who are present, but you're
Mhm,
still paying, right?
mhm,
I personally believe that child support should only be for fathers who are proven to not be there. Proven to not be there. Because what happens is this: with child support, if I take money, for example, out of my pocket, child support says I don't gotta do nothing else for my children. Nothing. It says, "Oh, you're paying XYZ amount of dollars."
that is true.
That's the end of your fathering. Your fathering is over after the first of the month in visitation. And technically, in the state of Texas, visitation isn't a law; it's a
Oh,
right.
so
It's
I'm
fucked
just gonna
up.
come out and say this. I have been doing my research for the past year because I'm doing a sperm donor baby because this.
Mhm,
I want
mhm.
a baby without all the bullshit and the toxicity or however you say that.
You got it. You said it.
What? Like men, like you said, men have that idea of let me pay child support and my fatherly duties are done on the first of the month. How does that work? You think your child is actively going to be a great person without you? I'm not saying you're not going to be a great person without you. I'm just saying you don't think you could better their lives by actually showing up physically, not just monetarily?
Glad you asked that. The law is the one who made it that way, right? So this is why I tell sisters, don't don't put him on child support. Give him
Nope.
50-50 custody. Here's why you give him 50-50 custody, because half the year your child needs to be with dad. And the other 180 days, the child is with you, right?
Yeah.
Because what happens is this, you're letting him off the hook by going, oh, give me 16, 17, $1,800 a month, right? Give me 2,000 or give me however much you're getting a month from somebody, right? And that's the end of his obligation according to law. If he legitimately, and I say this, if he's made his child support payments every day, and some states it don't even matter. It don't matter if he's made them or not. You can never alienate his rights to see his children. So this is why I say, ladies, it's really unbeneficial to you to ask for child support all the time. Now, I understand situations where a father isn't present. I understand a situation where you live in two separate states and the father
Mhm.
can't always be there in two separate cities. All that's understood. But a lot of
Yeah.
females
Typical.
have weaponized it, and the fellas have learned the workaround. And the workaround to that is this: I'll just pay you and I won't see the kid.
A lot of it is just emotions involved, though. It's just that's it. Is they're thinking with their emotions and not their mind. That's
Yeah, I got put on child support. I see my children all the time.
it. Sorry.
I legitimately, and that's why I said this. I buy clothes when I get my
Mhm.
children for the weekends for visitation. I still provide food. I still provide all the my care for my children doesn't stop. Come Christmas time, gifts to be bought,
Okay.
holidays, all that.
But if you were dating a woman in the same situation,
Mhm.
she has sole custody of the kids. Would you be showing up for her kids the same way you showed up for your kids?
So let me make sure I understand the question. So if I'm dating somebody,
Yes.
right?
And she has children,
Okay.
and the baby daddy helps, but is not, well, he's there at such and such, but you're spending time with the mom because y'all are dating. Would you show up for her kids the same way that you showed up for your kids?
For sure, but here's the thing about it though, and I always say this, and this is why dating in your 30s, one of the things we deal with is children, right? You learn that workaround. You're gonna have
Hmm.
to, because we're taught you have to love the woman and everything that comes with her subsequently, right? So that's children, good, bad, whatever the case may be. So you're gonna have to be there, and this is me. This is how I work business with my significant others. Hey, listen, if you got children, I'll be there. I'll be there for your child as much as I can, but there you should also understand there's no obligation to your child by me.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
So my children, just like there's no obligation to my children by you. So if you see my kids need something, you decide to buy that for them, do not tell me about
Mhm.
what you did for my children. That was a choice, right? Just like if I ever see you see your child, like hypothetically, you don't have any children, but if you had any children, Nicole, and I'm like, hey, little Nicole, all right, you playing soccer today? She's like, yes, I'm playing soccer. Do you want to come to my game? Yeah, me and your mom already talking about it. I'm gonna see you at your game, right? And I show up to little Nicole's game, and Nicole scores go. We're gonna high five and we're gonna get pizza afterwards, right? Because kids like pizza. Sometimes I don't know. Maybe they're vegans. I don't know. Fuck their own now. But let's use pizza, right? I'm doing that for Nicole's child so that I can get the box off of Nicole. I'm being 100. A lot of
And honestly, that's what you're supposed to be doing.
yeah, a
You're
lot of
supposed to be
dudes,
me and my child, which is a package deal. So thank you.
right?
Okay.
You gotta make me feel that you're going to do for my child in my absence, right?
Mhm.
And a lot of gentlemen out here do take on that responsibility and go, you know what? I'm gonna do that shit because now you start connecting with the child, right? It started off as a ploy to get the box, but
But
now
then,
it's more than that.
yeah, Yeah.
welcome to the Thunderdome, ladies. So if you 30 plus and that man doing everything for your kids, he buying them snacks and taking little junior to basketball practice and football
You
practice,
should
and
throw it back. You should.
he's gonna do. But that's the best thing though, right? So as a woman, I say this. I tell young ladies, if I pursue you or you pursue me and we agree to a relationship, you have no responsibility to my children. However, please bear in mind, I will not be with you if you don't know how to treat my children.
That part. Some people treat other people's kids like shit, and the other person accepts that. That's not okay. Like,
Yeah.
how you gonna let somebody treat your own children like shit? That's crazy to me.
Hey, what'd you tell me that one day? You said, "Nigga, you were never an option." I was like, "Why?" I said, "Nigga, you got 3 kids. You got 4 kids, nigga. You're not an option." I was like, "Shit." As
Hey,
true as
I
that
told
is.
you I was like open to dating men with children until I started dating men with children. And it was always the same problem. I ended up liking the child more than the guy. And I was just like, I can't keep doing this. Cause now I got all these little kids that I still gotta keep up with and they still checking for me. But I hate your fucking daddy. Like,
Hey, but
so that
welcome to
is,
the world of being a man. You wanna know why? Because that used to be the situation with men.
yeah,
You see her out with, whoever y'all break up, but she got a little junior with it. "Oh, hey, what's going on, little play? Oh, hey, high five. Hey, man, oh, your mama doing all right? All right, cool." Then you gotta walk away like everything's fine, right? You better not say shit because she got a new nigga, right? But that's what happens with our generation. Our generation is legitimately known for this. Child support or single parents, right?
yeah,
And which I do want to say shout out to us because we were the generation where a lot of our fathers, biological fathers, didn't do their job.
yeah.
They paid their child support or they didn't pay. They went to jail. They did whatever, they just didn't. They weren't there. But what happens with us is we get with women and men and whoever we get with, and we become attached to children because we understood the lack that existed within our lives, right? So we pass it on to the kid, like, okay, you don't gotta lack that. I'll be there for you. But damn, your mama tripping. Now I gotta take a step back because I can't be in your life without your mama's consent. And I'm not going to
Yep,
be in your life without your mother's consent.
yep.
Them's the rules. We don't make them, we just live by them.
Dating in your 30s.
So Nicole,
Yes.
we gotta let you get out of here soon. We would
Okay.
love to have you back more often than not. I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay. Wow.
The supervillain Kush likes talking to people with differing opinions. Okay, and I think by putting
And
you in
I'm
this,
gonna keep it honest.
you said what?
He said, I'm gonna keep it honest.
You gonna keep it real. You kept it real with me today, and I'm legitimately the soft end of everything on here. All the other shit is them, right? So, I would love to bring you back, obviously, and sit you in the supervillain in the same room and let things, materialize. Because I think that would be an amazing conversation to have.
Yeah, I
But
do. Let's do it.
you know what I'm
So
saying?
I
So
have a question.
go ahead.
Since this is about women dating in their 30s, what advice would you give women dating in their 30s? As a man, coming from a man, not coming from a woman, I'll say my spot part after you, but what would you like your top or top three you'd give for dating in your 30s?
Oh shit. Well, we grown. Number one, like here this one and one A. One, recognize we're grown, right?
In
That's
a
one.
sense of,
In a sense of, okay, you're an adult, I'm an adult, we make adult decisions. So, i.e., you're not checking what I'm doing, I'm not checking what you're doing. Understand you're single, I'm single, that whole nine, right? Because there's people
okay,
who don't understand that, right? They don't
yeah.
understand that part of it. So
Hmm.
understanding that we're both still single individuals and there's respect to that person's singleness. So that's what I mean by being grown.
I was just gonna say the respect part though. Okay, keep going.
All right.
Sorry.
Number two. No, you're good. You're good. You're good. And number two. And this is this is one that's near and dear, right? Always put your best foot forward, even when you don't have to. It goes a long way, right? So if you go to sleep, I don't know if you wear a bonnet or not, Nicole, but on here on Ivy Knows Best, we talk about the bonnet box. Okay, that's that
Mhm.
disrespectful box that you give your man at 10 p.m. because you don't want to wake up and take that bullshit off. No, 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 no. Continue to feed the fantasy. Okay. So when you're dating somebody in your 30s, never let them see you at your worst. Because what happens is we get comfortable. Like, nigga, I'm not, yeah, I know, yeah, I know it fucks with you, don't it? Yeah, y'all hate that shit. This is my advice. This is my advice.
I mean, just be dusty, crusty, busted, and we just first what?
I'm not saying that. This hold on now, Nicole. You asked me what my advice would be for them. You can have the same
Right,
advice for me
right, right.
because I came on the
Sure.
show. Now, check this out. Check this out. When I had this conversation one day on the show, I said, "Gentlemen, put on cologne before you go to bed. Have two different scents. Have a nighttime scent, which is real nuzzling, not overpowering. So when she gets close to you, she knows that
Very
smell.
subtle.
You know,
Good,
like
good
yeah,
advice.
give her. See now, I got y'all back, ladies. I'm not gonna ask y'all to do something we're not allowed to do. But what men normally do, though, that's different from women, is we eat with our eyes. So if you always perfect, you always. And I ain't saying be perfect. I'm saying always be presentable. All right, never let your guard down. So even if you're going out to Target, make sure your shit together because you never know if you're gonna run into that nigga at Target. You better act like you gonna see that nigga everywhere you go. Because just in case you don't see that nigga, guess who you might see? The next one. You might not know who got right now, but you know who got next. And as long as you look the part, you good.
So I live a double life. Is it okay that I'm in farm wear? Like I'm around animals and shit and fucking plants all day.
Okay,
So
so
not all the time. Like I literally just did a post on I like having to go do city errands because I have an outfit. I put my expensive $270 UGG boots on. I put my Zara jacket on and I feel so pretty because I'm doing city chores. Like usually I'm covered in shit and bugs and like
all right, so here's my
so
advice for you. Here's my advice for you, Nicole. Okay. Now this is just me. If I'm walking around, right, and let's say we're at the supermarket, if you haven't at any given time recognized that you got shit on you,
but see, I don't go to the store looking like that, but
right, thank you. So don't go to bed looking like that neither.
oh,
Also, do you get dolled up to go out with the girls? Get all pretty?
yeah, and I can say somebody sent me a video and it was like when you go out with your homegirls and the girl was fine as hell. And then it was like when you go out with your dude and she was still cute, but it was just like jeans and heels or something simple.
Now
And
watch
it was
this.
like, ladies, why do y'all do this? That's me. Like
Wa-
to a
wa-
T, that is me.
Watch this. Don't do that no more. Right. Here's my advice for you, Nicole. When you come in, right, from a night of clubbing or mimosas, whatever you've been doing, right, and you come in, don't you wash that goddamn makeup off. All right. Don't you do nothing. What you do is you walk in that bathroom, you freshen that thing up,
Got you.
and you bring that thing to the bed. I'm gonna tell you why. Because if you just got up there and you got fined for all these ignorant bitches who you really don't even like, and if y'all ever went to Cancun together, y'all get in a fight with each other, and y'all friendship will be on hold for 9 months because of it. You bet not come up in here with a nigga who's paying the bills, showing you love, doing what he's doing, protecting whatever he's supposed to do, and lay up in the bed with a fucking bonnet on and no makeup and no
But see,
eyebrows.
that's different. That is different. What you just say, a nigga paying the bills, showing up, being a nigga that he's supposed to be. Oh, I'm doing all that top tier, just given. But niggas not doing that.
Well,
They
listen, baby,
they feel
baby.
like, oh well, I got five bitches, so I can't pay five people's bills. So I'm gonna just take this one to dinner. I'm gonna fuck this one. I'm gonna buy this one Uber Eats. Like
Well, then you got to know which one you are. Then, if that's the lifestyle you stuck in, baby, you got to make sure
that's
you
why I
always
myself.
the one that. All right, for example, listen, ladies, don't be that lady who got to ask for the head. Okay, be the lady he want to give head to.
Never.
There's two different type of women in this world. I be looking at someone and be like, I'll never eat that box. I hit it, but I'll never eat it. Right? Then there's some you be like, let me get my napkin right quick for this one.
Okay.
All
Let
right.
me wipe my face off real
Yeah,
quick.
be that one. Be that one that you know.
That's good advice.
Yeah.
That is very good advice.
So hopefully that answered your question.
It did.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you my top three there really quick.
Go ahead.
One, never, not ever, and I mean ever, be a pick me ass bitch. You're not bitches. I'm just sorry. This is how I speak. Do not ever be a pick me ass woman, female. Don't do that.
Oh, hold on,
Like,
Nicole, right quick. Hey, Ivy knows best rule. Bitch, hoe, slut are all gender neutral words. Go.
okay, cool. Don't be a pick me ass bitch. It's not okay. I'm not saying not okay in a sense of like do what you want to do, but men are going to look at women and say, okay, this one's trying too hard. Okay, this one is doing too much. Just do what you do. So that goes on to number two. Don't look for anyone. And I mean, don't look, do what you got to do. Focus on yourself. We are in our 30s. I'm speaking to women in our 30s. I don't know about 40s. I don't know about 20s no more because it's 2022 and I was never in my 20s in the 2000s. So, I mean, in 2022, whatever.
In
Literally focus
2020s,
on
right?
yourself. Like, I go to the gym now. I read books now. I meditate and do face scrubs and face masks. I was never doing that shit. I'm a tomboy. I like to do, rough and tough, whatever. I take care of myself. I focus on myself. I make as much money. I post a lot. Whatever you're doing, whoever is right for you will find you. They will pop into your life. And even me, I stay at home 24/7. Like, I'm in the backyard, I'm in the front. Like, I don't have time for people. So I still have that mentality of like, eventually in life someone is going to pop in, like, you align with me because you know what you're doing. Not even you know what you're doing, you know yourself. It's more about, know what you like to do, know what you like to do for other people, know how you love, know how you want to be loved. Just literally know yourself and someone will come. Third one, I don't even know.
I got one. Give up the box and give it up often
Don't do
with
that.
no recourse.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Hey, gentlemen, hey, listen, be easy. Give up the pole without paying for nothing. Just give up the pole for free, bro.
Oh, here's a good one. So I'm not gonna lie. Have your specific people. So like, if you kind of, like you said, be an adult, understand we're adults here. If your dick appointment is literally just your dick appointment, leave him there. Do not try to turn your dick appointment into a husband because most times that's not what he's going to do.
Worst
He's going
move.
to be your husband, but he's going to continue to be a dick appointment for everybody else. So keep your people separate. Like, know what you want and be intentional with these people. So, like, if you only want to go on dates or eat or be seen, have your person to go out with. If you only want to fuck one person, have your dick appointment. If you actively want to date someone, have that person you date. Like, be intentional with these people in your lives.
Like those, those are really
That's
good. Hey, I'm gonna let y'all know something though. One thing that's gonna get y'all in a little bit of trouble, ladies, is having the multiple niggas. Y'all better know better. Listen, these niggas, listen,
it. Yeah, single or
don't,
not, men don't like that shit.
yeah,
Like,
don't
that's
don't take don't take your food nigga back to the house. That's nothing.
yeah,
Hey,
definitely keep your business to yourself because men either use it against you or they start to get toxic and crazy. So yeah, just
well, and that's nothing. Listen, if you got a main nigga, right? Just ladies, listen. Don't fuck the side nigga better than you fuck the main nigga. Please.
yeah,
I'm
don't do
sick of this shit. I'm sick of this shit.
that. But when you have a main nigga, sometimes you end up fucking the side dude better because the main one is kind of annoying because he's always there. And then he makes shit harder for you. So it's kind of like the person you're not around and you don't spend the most time with, you have the most fun with, and you're more excited to throw it back a little bit more.
But here's the thing though. You should be throwing look, this is just me. This is just me. I don't split bills. I don't split responsibilities. As soon as that rent's paid, I should get at least, and this is just me in my head, at least 3 fucks that are just like out of this world. Cause that's the biggest bill that everyone probably has is that mortgage or rent, right? So boom. Hey baby, I hit that mortgage. That mortgage about $1,200. I need that $1,200 worth of work. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's my thing. Look, I'm simple. I'm one of you. If I catch you washing dishes, I've said it on the show multiple times. If I catch you washing dishes, cleaning clothes, raising children, I'm going to drop some dick on you for those reasons. I'm gonna fuck you to death because of that shit.
But see, not all men have that idea or even that mentality because they think women are just supposed to be doing
Right, but that's what I'm saying.
supposed to.
Same thing with like that's what I'm saying. Like most women will fuck the shit out of you for doing the things you're supposed to do: protect, provide, care for, love. Except they'll give you so much
Yeah.
different shit as long as you're doing that, right? I'm one of those people. Oh, what you? Oh, you in there washing dishes? She put that down in the water. All right, walk right behind her. Yeah, listen, baby. We gonna have to go put this on pause. I'm gonna need that right now. Oh,
Exactly.
you in the washing clothes? She put the free and cleaner. Oh, she using Suavitel with the B.
You so
Hey,
stupid.
do me a favor. If you put 6 or more dry sheets in there, bring that ass to this bed. I want to talk to you about something.
Toxic.
Listen, listen.
That's
I
what you
smell
like.
I smell a Mac. Definitely. Nicole, thank you for joining us. We do appreciate having you. As always, ladies and gentlemen, it's Ivy Knows Best. Nicole, tell them where they can find you.
I have a slew of IGs, but I'll just give you one. Nico Bees, NicoBeez is my main Instagram account.
Right on. Y'all go ahead and y'all follow her and don't slide in her DMs, gentlemen. She's busy with the chickens. Okay. All right. So everyone else, hey, listen. Hey, I'm trying to help them because somebody gonna try. But hold on. Okay, I got something for that. You know they're gonna try it. But no, other than that, thank y'all very much for joining us as always. Ivy Knows Best. Y'all take it easy.